Hey there, Park Ridge kids, welcome to STEWY'S, the music lesson of the week. Yeah. Hi, Year 1-2 students, and welcome to weeks 5 and 6's YouTube lesson link. I hope you're all doing well out there. We're going to keep on working on high and low pitch and getting better at starting to read the notes on the treble staff. Now, there is a YouTube link in part 1 that's a good revision of high and low notes, and it also gets you to start thinking about the rhythm part of things, all the long and short sounds. Really, that's just talking about our tars, our TTs, our minims, semi-breves, all those things. And now we're adding it in with high and low sounds. That's pretty much how you make music. First things first though, let's have a quick game of up high, down low. Let's go to my keyboard. Okay, so here we are at my piano keyboard. There's our low end, left, all the way up onto the right to our high notes. Now you might notice I've started writing in a few of the letters because each note or key on a piano has a letter name, and that's how we remember in music which notes we're going to play, whether we're playing high or whether we're playing low. Here's a high, up high, here's a kind of low one, down low, and here's one in the middle. A's in the middle. For the way I'm going to sing this song anyway. Now I could go up to the next even higher D. Up high and all the way down to this one. Down low, up high, down low. Now I'm in the middle and I'm going. Let's go up. Now for the game, I'm actually going to take my camera away from the keyboard so you can just use your ears to play. But once you've had a go yourself, if you can find your own keyboard at home, or if you've got a xylophone or a toy glockenspiel or something, maybe you could use those links that I've put there for a virtual keyboard or a virtual xylophone, and you could maybe have a game with some of your brothers or sisters or members of your family and try to teach them about high and low pitch too. All right, so let's have a game of up high, down low. Up high, down low, up high, down low. Now I'm in the middle and I'm going. That was low. Hopefully you got down as low as you could to show that your ears can hear the low pitch. Couple more rounds. Up high, down low, up high, down low. Now I'm in the middle and I'm going. That was high. So hopefully you stretched up as high as you can. Maybe two more. Up high, down low, up high, down low. Now I'm in the middle and I'm going. I think that was pretty easy. That was in the middle, so hopefully you just bobbed down a little bit for that one. One more. Up high, down low, up high, down low. Now I'm in the middle and I'm going. That last one there was high as well. See if you can get an instrument with high and low sounds and have a game with some of the people in your family. That's the end of part 1. Let's go to part 2. So for part 2, I'd love you to have a look at the YouTube links that I've included that are all about reading the notes on the musical staff. That's those 5 lines and 4 spaces. There's a treble clef there that we write our musical notes on, lines and in spaces. Don't worry if you don't understand all the stuff in the YouTube videos, particularly the stuff on bass clef. That's the really low notes that are the left hand of the piano. Don't worry about that. Just concentrate on those higher notes that we're looking at, the treble clef. Let's have a look at something that I've been working on. So this here will hopefully help you remember some of the musical note terms we've been talking about. There's a treble clef, and these are the notes that we're looking at. If you learn piano, which some of you do, you might have seen this bass clef. It's also in a couple of those YouTube links. That's for the really low notes. Now, we haven't got that low yet, and we will learn about it later on in the year perhaps, or maybe even the next few weeks. We'll see how people are going with everything. But just some things to remember. These are all semibreves, by the way. There's our middle C. As soon as you get there, you're getting into bass clef. But like I said, we're concentrating on the treble clef. As you notice, C, D, E, F, G, it just goes up through the alphabet. Remembering the musical alphabet stops on G, restarts on A, keeps going up. A lot of this stuff is from last week. I've written in the every good boy deserves fruit, just as a reminder. There, if you were looking at it, there's the face in those spaces too. Now this stuff here will also help you with part 3 of the lesson, but I just wanted to revise it before you have a go at the URL links that are going to take you to a couple of really cool music games. Let's take a look at those now. Alright, let's have a click on the first URL link, the Note Names for Kids. Hopefully my internet's running at a decent pace. Takes you to this page here. And I'm pretty sure we just click on it. Well, there's treble. We'll make sure we're doing treble. We don't want to do bass. And it's going to take us to the Note Names game. All right, that question mark. We've got to figure out what letter it is. We're going to choose from the bottom here. Every good B. Boy, it's a B. So I got it right. Nice work, Mr. Stewie. Let's have a look at the next question mark. It's in the 4th space. Well, that's going to be an E. Okay, that was that one done. Nice and easy. It gets harder and harder as you go on. We'll close that one though. And we'll have a look at the other link. This one's a bit more creative. And it takes you to a whole heap of games here. Let's have a look at compose your own music. Click on that one. Now, we know all these notes here. Minims, there's a semibreve, there's a crotchet, there's a minim rest. There's a crotchet rest too. But just have a bit of a play at trying to arrange some music. There's a help button down here. There's also a help on the other one, but I think I can figure this out. 4 beats per bar. Let's pop this one. Oh, we can pick a note on the piano. Let's maybe go a C. And it goes in the first bar. So I've got a C one there. Let's choose maybe a couple of these. I'm going to go up to a D. Now I can fit 2 of these in a bar. So maybe let's do 2 Ds in a row. Goes to the next bar. Or maybe pop in some crotchets here. Maybe E. And then up to F. I'm going to do 4 crotchets in a bar. I'm going to go back down to E, D, and I think I might finish my song on one nice long C. That sounds kind of nice. I'm getting a clap from the computer. Have a go at your own compilations just to get to know how the notes fit into those bars. And also you're going to start playing some pretty cool melodies or creating your own melodies, further developing your understanding. That's it for part 2. For part 3, we've just got a couple of worksheets, and hopefully all those links that you've been looking at for the notes of the treble staff and treble clef are going to help you out. Pretty easy. You can have mum or dad or someone help you read the instructions, but I think you'll manage. It says trace color, trace complete in color, so you just got to trace over those. There's minims, there's crotchets. If there's missing boxes, write it in. Well, I know there's a C there, so that would be a C. Ooh, first space, that would be an F in there. These are all very similar. This one here, you've just got to match the note name. So, well, I know that's a D. And let's see, I'll go one down here perhaps. We're looking at, it's either going to be a C, D, E or F. Well, E, every. That's going to be an E there. I'm sure you can figure out the others. This one here, you've got to trace the lines. I know this one goes up to here, I think. So an E, well, I could write an E on the first line, or I could, if I wanted to, write an E on the fourth space too. Over to this one here. Well, very similar, just writing in the names of the notes there. We've added in a G here, so let's see, every good, that would be a G. I'm sure you can figure out the other ones. Same as the last sheet, write in the notes. Well, that's a C there. There's a few examples if you get confused to copy by. And here's a keyboard. We learned a lot about the keyboard in the previous fortnight's lessons. That would be an A, that would be a B. You've just got to write a matching note in there. If you want, you can colour it in. Maybe I'll show you an F there. I could possibly put an F in that first space, or I could go every good boy deserves fruit all the way up the top line. I'm hoping that helps you out. That's pretty much it for part 2. Don't forget to keep on looking at those links and practicing your rhythms and stuff. I've included the note sheet, or the treble clef sheet. I'll just grab that now. This one here, if you wanted to have a go at just practicing any old notes that you wanted. Take care for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. That's right.